July 26, 2012. My name is Bert Adams. I'm with KHI Mechanical. We are at the Shields project in Sandy. We're going to be going over the air curtains. There are 4 air curtains in the building. They're at the entry doors, both the north and south entry. There's a door on each side. We've got fan coils here.
Purpose of them?
Purpose of them is to basically have a wall of air come down in the wintertime of heated air. As the doors are opening and closing, we want to try and keep our space temperature in the building at a certain set point, which I'm not sure what our set point is out here in the entryway. But what this will do is, as the doors open, it'll blast down basically a curtain of air to try and keep that cold air from entering the building. Like I said, we've got one at each door, each entry. These have an electric heat coil. You can actually see it right inside. The contactor that would energize those heating coils is right here. Right behind that is a fan motor that will be operating these fan blades that are just right behind the heating coils. These will be controlled off the building automation as per the spec. When it reaches 60 degrees outside, these fans will run continuously, and they have a temperature sensor in them to maintain. I've got the set point at 60 degrees right now, so as it notices 60 degrees of air, it will turn the heating coils on and it will blow heat through the fan, through the air curtain. There is a controller right here on the unit. This does have an emergency stop button. It's right here. So if you're out here, you notice that there's an issue with the unit, you can shut it down right here with the emergency stop. I do have these controls locked, so nobody can mess with these and change anything around. If you did want to unlock them, you hold these 2 buttons, and you see this green LED on the bottom that says locked. That just went away. You want to lock these back up so nobody can mess around with them, you hold these 2 buttons.
Which 2 buttons are?
The left and the right button.
Okay.
These 2 buttons right here. Okay. And now we're back, we're locked again. The time clock is set up. It doesn't have like a automatic changeover for daylight savings or anything. I don't know how important it might be to you guys to have the time set to the correct time, because it will be all controlled off the building automation. If you did want to change the time on there, or if you want to change any of the settings on there, it's fairly simple. I'm actually going to unlock this again, and we'll go through this real quick. So you hold these 2 buttons, and you'll see that green LED on locked disappear. Right now we're on auto because the building automation is going to control that. If we wanted to turn the fan on, you can go to on right here and hit OK. This is going to blow out at you, Steve. And then we've got our fan on. So you press down, we're at our mode. Go back to auto, hit OK. We're now back under control of building automation. There's a delay start time on here if you actually use the time clock that's programmed in here, which we're not utilizing. Temperature set point. Right now I've got it set at 60. If you want to change that up, you go to the right. You want to bring it back down, go to the left. Once you've changed the setting, you hit OK, and it will save it in the control module. We'll go back here. There's our temperature set point. If we were going to have this control itself, this would be our start time, stop time. Our temperature is, our T-stat mode is heat, because that's the purpose of this unit. This would be how to set your time and day. So when this LED is on for set time and day, you can change your time. Move your right arrow, come to your minutes, bring that up, you can bring that down. Left arrow, there's your hour, up and down to change that. Once you've set that, you hit OK. Now, there's also a day. Again, we won't really be utilizing this. This is day 4. It would be Thursday. Day 1 would be Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday would be day 4. And then that's it. And then you just hit OK, lock it back up, hit these 2 buttons, You'll see that LED come on the locked, and then it's locked. As for maintenance on these, you do need to shut power off to them. There are 2 service disconnects. This disconnect right up here, this is our fan disconnect. It's 120 volts that comes to our unit that just runs the fan. We've got another disconnect right up here. This is our heater disconnect, and this controls the heating element on there, and this is 460 volts. If you're going to be doing maintenance on there, you do need to shut those disconnects down, or you could turn them both off at the breaker. Maintenance on this, they recommend just cleaning this air screen and kind of just checking inside, making sure that your blower wheels aren't building up dust. You want to pull this off. There's a screw on each end. There's a screw right here, and one identical to that on the opposite side. You'll pull those screws out. The entire front assembly, the grill, will lift up and then pull it out and it'll come right off. Up on top of the unit has the nameplate, the voltage, model, serial number, and that's where our electrical connections would be on top of the unit. There is no attic stock for these units. They do have a 2-year warranty. And basically for maintenance, just keeping this front grill cleaned, checking for any excess buildup of dirt inside. The question was about building control. Would it override this switch? This switch has to be set up to auto for the building control to actually operate it. If that switch was not set up to auto, the building control will not run this unit. So if we had it on, the fan is just going to continuously run on. It will base its heat set point off of that 60 degrees that I showed you. If you have that display to off, it just will not run, period.